What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do an unboxing and review of the HIFIMAN Svanar wireless earbuds. Now, I've been getting a lot of requests for these earbuds. I've been putting it off, not actually putting it off, but I've been keeping an eye on them. And now I've actually pulled the trigger and get these guys in. Very excited to see what they do. So you know how we do it here on RonOnTech. Let's get to it. All right, we are back in the HIFIMAN Svanar, excuse me, Svanar wireless earbuds. I've been keeping an eye on these. I've been getting a lot of requests, like I said in the intro, for these to come put these out, do an unboxing. So here they are. Let's go ahead and talk price and specs. First off, with the price, you can get these guys for $4.99, either at store.hifiman.com or amazon.com. As always, I'll leave links in the description below to those sites so you can go ahead and take a look at it. There's also other retailers out there that offer this as well. I think they still are at $4.99 even there. So you only come in one color that I've saw, and that's the silver. Okay, so we go ahead and talk specs. These guys rock Bluetooth 5.2 with codec support for AAC, SBC, and LDAC. They do have active deep noise canceling, as what they call it. It reduces noises up to negative 35 decibels. We'll definitely test that out. As far as battery, the earbuds, they have 3 different modes. You got a hi-fi mode, which will give you up to 4 hours of playback time. ANC mode, which will get you up to 6 hours of playback time. And then transparency mode will get you up to 7 hours of playback time. Now, with the case, you can get up to 28 hours of playback no matter what the setting you're on. They do not have fast charge support for the case, but the case does support wireless charging. So again, not a deal breaker in my opinion, but still, I love the fact that you got wireless charging. As far as water resistance, the earbuds are rated at IPX, excuse me, IPX5. Get something out the way there. And as far as special features, these guys have the ultimate hi-fi total wireless system, which is the Himalaya R2R custom ladder DAC and headphone amp which drives the topology diaphragm driver inside. So it will give you, they say it gives you just that really great audiophile sound. We'll definitely test that out. You got the high def audio, which of course comes from the Hi-Fi TWS, which gets you up to 24-bit, 96 kilohertz bit rate. Fantastic there. And of course, you got the ergonomic design. You actually have environmental noise canceling for phone calls and touch support as far as operations and everything. Touch controls, that's what I meant. You have that in there as well. They didn't mention multi-point connectivity. We will definitely test that out, but from my research, they didn't say whether it did or didn't. So we'll definitely, like I said, we'll test that. And no app. So there is no app for these guys, unfortunately. I think that's a big miss in there, in my honest opinion. So enough of that. We got all the specs. Let's go ahead and get these guys unboxed and see what we got here. Very excited to get these undone. I already cut the tape and stuff just to call myself saving time, but obviously that's not the case here because this box is really snug. Okay, there we go. All right. Let's sit this over there. And right off the top, you get that cool look, futuristic look of the earbuds. I like that. The case here at the bottom. Let's go ahead and pull this to see what we got underneath. Wow, I like that piece. Look at that. Look at that. You get your USB-A to USB-C charging cable. Let's see the length on this. Okay. Not bad at all. I like that length. I really do. I think that's very nice. Nice length, nice size there. And you got a gang of different types of different earbuds. Let's pull this stuffing out here. All right, it holds it in. So you got, are these? Yes, these are silicone. And these ones here are your comply foam. And I think, let's see if we can get a pair out. Let me see if we can get some of these out. I think these are just your standard ones. Yes, okay. So the top row is your large and I think they're large and small. But these are your standard ear tips. Let me zoom in a little bit. Get you guys in. All right, as you can see here, that's the ones at the top. You get that standard size there. All right, and then these are the comply foam tips here in the center. Okay, you have your comply foam. These are what these look like. This is a small, but that's what they look like there. All right, at least I think that's a small. And then, of course, you have the third row. Okay, these have like the little ridges on them. I guess they give you a little bit extra of a seal. Get a little closer there. You see, it looks like there's two ear tips together, but you get that little ridge there. So you get various ones of those, and I think this one here is like a larger version of the. Okay, now this is just a larger version of an ear tip. Let me put that in my hand so we can get it. Just it doesn't have the ridge on it, but it has like a little. It's like small, then widens out at the end towards the back. But again, you get various different styles of ear tips. I really do like that. So that's what 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got like 8 different pairs of ear tips. I like that. Whoops, I shook that one. It went flying. All right. So you got 8 pairs of ear tips. Very nice. Let me put them in there so they don't get lost. All right. And we'll go ahead and put this to the, let me tighten this back up. Try to keep everything as pristine as possible. You never know when something might have to go on the market or back on the market. Never know. All right. So we got that in. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the case. A very unique style, matte black. I like the silver trim around it. All right, goes all the way around, sits this way. So if you're looking at, this is how it sit. You know, got the diamond. No matter how you look at it, you got a diamond. You got a diamond. Very nice. If you sit it this way, you got a diamond. I love the symmetry of it. All right, so of course, and let me get this right in my hand. All right, so this is how it looks when you have it sit down facing you. You will see this with the V, and you got the HIFIMAN logo here on the back, and you have the USB-C charging cable here, charging port here. Okay, the HIFIMAN button is actually your pairing button. So press and hold that, that'll get them into pairing mode. And this is how it looked when you open the case. Very nice. That's really, really, really classy looking. Close that down. Boom. Sit it like that. Very nice. We're going to definitely have some fun with this one. All right. So let's go ahead and grab the earbuds. Really chunky earbuds. But as you can see here, you do got like an ergonomic or set, you know, like it's ergonomic molding to them. Very nice. This is your touch control surface here. I just love the design. It's very futuristic, very unique too. Oh wow, this is really nice. Look at, and they're light, very lightweight too. Has a little, feels like it's a little metal or hardened plastic, but they're really light. You know, to my surprise. I thought these would be a lot heavier. I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these in. we're going to take a picture of one of these guys in the ear. Let me grab my phone. Very comfortable, by the way. Let me take this, let me snap this shot. All right, and here's how it looks in the ear. Again, ergonomic, even with the diamond formation there. And I love the fact that that portion that sits on the lower conjure, I believe is what they call it. It sits on it, so it's not actually pressing down on it. So you wouldn't. I don't see. I don't foresee seeing any type of ear fatigue with these, because they're so light in the way of the ergonomic shaping of them. So it's very, very comfortable. I really, really enjoy it. That's really nice. All right, let's go ahead and pop these guys in the case so we can see what they look like inside. I think, oh, yep, magnetics in there. And of course, as soon as I pop them in, the LED lit up. So that means they're definitely in. Close it up. Very nice. Very nice. I really, really like it. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead, get this all cleaned up, and then we'll come back and get them paired and finish our testing. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in. Let's go ahead and get these guys paired up. So let's pop this case open. All right, let's see what we can do. We go ahead and use the pairing button here. Oh, check that out. I didn't even notice that. The pairing button here on the back once you open the case. Let me open it up again. Look at that. It turns green. Look at that. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and press and hold. All right, now we got green and red light in the middle pairing. So let's go ahead and go into our Bluetooth. And already sees it there at the bottom. So we'll go ahead and click on that. Yes, we want to pair. All right, I got the notification there, and boom, they are paired to the phone. So what we're going to do now is we'll go ahead and take these out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to disconnect them. All right, they're disconnected from air. We're going to put them back in the case, close that up, and now we're going to bring out the iPhone. All right, and we're going to test the multi-point at the same time here. So we're going to go ahead, open this up, press the pairing button in the back. All right, we got them in pairing mode. So we'll go into our app here, into our phone rather, go into Bluetooth, scroll down. There they are. You guys can see them right there. Let's go ahead and connect. They say they are connected to the phone, to the iPhone. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, pull them out. We'll go back and see if we can connect them to my Galaxy phone. All right, so it did pair over here, but for some reason it disconnected here. So let's try. Let's see. All right, so Multipoint does not work. It can only connect to one phone at a time. So again, a miss there for these earbuds. That's a real bad miss. I really wish they did have it. Let's continue. All right, we're back in. What we're going to do now is we're going to test the wireless charging aspect of the case. We have the earbuds in the case here. We're going to go ahead and close that. And we're going to pull out the S23 Ultra. We got our pad just to test to show that it does charge. There it is. Okay. Just to make sure everybody knows it charges. So what we're going to do now is we'll figure out which one it is, how you set it. in order for it to charge. All right, there we go. Put it on wireless charging. Let's see what happens. If there's any LEDs or anything like that. Yes. The H on the back lights up when it's charging. So wireless charging does work on this here, on the case. Oop, let me get it back on there. There we go. Does work. Let's continue. All right, we're back in. What we're going to do now is we're going to test the mono mode feature for these earbuds rather. We'll go ahead and see if one can play while the other one's in the charging case. We got our song queued up, so we'll go ahead and hit play. All right, we got audio playing. So what we're going to do now is we'll go ahead and pull the left earbud. All right, put that in the case, close the case. It paused it. Let's go ahead and hit play. All right, music is now playing out of the right earbud while the left is in. So let's go ahead and pop this open again. Put the left back in. It did pause. All right, I hit. All right, music is now playing again. Let's go ahead and pull the right. Drop that in. Close it. Music is still playing. Let's go ahead and put the right back in. All right. One more time, because remember, it paused the music when we did the left one, so we're going to try that again. It might have been me. Let's pull that out. It does work. So it was me. Must have hit the touch controls that made it pause, but you can use these individually, which would double their playing time. Let's continue. All right, we are back in. What we're going to do now is a touch control test. I have the iPhone as our test bed right now. Reason being is because I have my cheat sheet here on the S23 Ultra. So we're going to go ahead and go through the cheat sheet and make sure everything works accordingly. All right, so right now we got our music playing on, rather. Earbuds are tuned in. Let's go ahead and hit play. All right, we got audio playing. So now what we're going to do now is while the music's playing, now all these have to take place while music is playing. If you touch the left or right earbud once, it will pause or play the track. So we're going to go ahead and hit the left earbud. All right, it paused the audio. Let's go ahead and hit the left one again. All right, it's playing. Now hit the right. It paused it. Let's hit the right one more time. Audio is playing. So now if we go ahead, excuse me, again, while music is playing, if you want to rewind, I guess when you want to rewind the track or go back to a previous track, you do a double tap of the left or right earbud. So either one works. So let's try the left. 1, 2. All right, took me back to the beginning. 1, 2 again. Oh, 1, 2 again. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, 1, 2. It keeps taking me back to the beginning, but it will not let me go back to the previous track. All right, so let me see if I'm doing this right here. 1, 2. All right. It's not, for some reason, it keeps making me go back to the beginning of the track. Let's try going to the, oh, wait a minute. This might be my first song. Duh. Let's go ahead and try the next track. So we triple tap the right or left earbud while music is playing. 1, 2, 3. It took me to the next one. Now let's try the previous track. Double tap. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now it works. Okay, so I was at the beginning of my playlist. That's why I wouldn't go back any further, because it couldn't. My mistake. All right, so those work. Now, excuse me, I think, let's see. As far as noise canceling goes, if you want to press and hold the left earbud for 3 seconds, it will cycle you through all your noise canceling or your audio, your mode switches, what they call it. So you got hi-fi mode, noise canceling, and transparency. So if you press and hold, right now I'm in transparency mode. So if you hold, All right, now it told me I'm in high fidelity, and that really got loud. All right, let's go ahead and hold it again, 3 seconds. Now noise canceling is turned on. All right, so it does work there. Unfortunately, there are no volume settings where you can move the volume or anything like that I can see. But if you're on a phone call, to answer, you want to double click either earbud twice, double tap them rather twice. And while you're in the call, you can double tap either one and it will end the call. But if you want to reject the call when it's coming in, you press and hold either earbud for 3 seconds and then we'll reject the call, send them to voicemail. All right. And if you want to, if you're not listening to any audio, let me pause this. You can long press the either earbud for 3 seconds to bring up your voice assistant. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. There it is. What's the weather for tomorrow? What's the weather for tomorrow? Let's try it again. What's the weather for tomorrow? All right, so it does work. I did try it on the right earbud. So barring user error, all the functionalities work, but however, there is no volume adjustment on the earbuds, so you have to rely on your device to move, increase or decrease volume. Let's continue.
This is a mic test for the HIFIMAN Svanar wireless earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the HIFIMAN Svanar wireless earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the HIFIMAN Svanar wireless earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the HIFIMAN Svanar wireless earbuds in a crowded location.
All right, we are out in my front, actually in front of my house. It's a rainy day, so we want to do a quick noise canceling test outside. Let me paint the picture for you. I don't know if you can see, but right over my shoulder, we've got the Turnpike Bridge. We get traffic sound. I get traffic audio sound from there. We got wind. We got rain. We'll have an occasional vehicles coming down. We also have where the turnpike goes around. You can also hear it off this end here. So we do get some traffic sound. Right now, we have the Svanar earbuds in from HIFIMAN. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. So right now, as you can see, very comfortable in the ear, by the way. So what we're gonna do now, we're currently in transparency mode and I can hear everything just perfectly fine in this mode here. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and put these guys in noise can or ANC mode. So let's go ahead and cycle through. All right, I'm in high fidelity now. Let's go one more time. All right, now ANC has been turned on. And I have to admit, right now, it's not doing a really good job. By itself, not at all. It is, I can still hear the rain actually hitting like cars and the ground and the bushes and everything. I can still hear it. I can hear the traffic from the bridge behind me. I can still hear that. So it's really not blocking out much of the ambient sound. I do have the larger ear tips in, so just to keep that 100% with you guys, let you know. So to get a better seal and everything, but I'm still able to hear just about all of my surroundings. I don't know if you guys can hear with the mic, but there is like a semi over top there that obviously is causing a lot of noise there, but again, still not hearing. So if I had to rate these between 1 and 10, 1 being the absolute worst and 10 being the best, I will give the ANC on these earbuds an honest 3. Yeah, definitely a 3. I think I wouldn't go any further than that, to be completely honest. Again, I got the larger ear tips in. I'm not playing any audio through these headphones. I do not test that way. That way we can get a true feel of how the ambient sound or active noise canceling works on these earbuds, as well as headphones. So this has been the ANC test for the HIFIMAN Svanar. Oh God, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Earbuds, not good at all. All right, we are back in. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna dive in and do the sound test. Since there is no app for these earbuds, we're just gonna go ahead and go straight in. First, I wanted to show you guys, since these earbuds do support LDAC, I wanted to show y'all that I do have LDAC turned on. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and make sure we are first in noise canceling mode. All right. You know what? We're going to go ahead. Since he has a hi-fi mode, we're going to do it in hi-fi mode. We're going to try it out there. Let's go ahead and get in there for real quick. Transparency. Okay, we're in high fidelity or hi-fi mode right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we have our optimal listening level. Okay, that's about where I like it. All right, here we go. Okay, now I'm gonna cycle through between high fidelity and active noise canceling just to see the difference. But right now in high fidelity mode or hi-fi mode, very bright sounding, very, very clear. The clarity is amazing. It's probably some of the best sounding as far as clarity goes that I've heard so far. Okay, we got the background instruments coming in. Still has the detailing, very crisp. All right, I'm gonna switch over to ANC just to see the difference. All right, ANC is now on. Okay, got a little warmer, got a little lower. So it's not as bright. Still has good clarity. But let's go ahead and go back to high fidelity mode or hi-fi mode. All right. Yes, definitely a difference there. Switch back through. I had to cycle through transparency before I got to high fidelity again. But definitely a difference in sound there. A lot brighter, a lot more towards the mids and highs in the high fidelity end. The bass is a little bit there, but it's not emphasized at all either, especially in a hi-fi mode. But ANC mode, we're going to test that as well as far as bass. Let's go ahead and get to our, speaking of bass, let's go ahead and get into our bass test. All right. We're in high fidelity mode right now. We're going to see how it does. Okay. It's not as powerful, but it's clean. That sub bass reverb, that bass drop that I love so much, could be a little bit more punchier, but it does sound good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to ANC mode real fast. All right, ANC is now on. Now, I'm sorry about the lull in commentary, but it did do a good job. Again, got a little warmer in ANC mode, but the bass had a nice little punch, but it wasn't as powerful as I would like it. But it did give you a little bit of bass, so I think there's something to work with there in the long run with like a third party EQ or something like that. But let's go ahead and get into our final song here. Actually, you know what? Let's get a little bit of E40. Let's get a little bit of him. See how that represents. All right. Real quick, I just noticed I'm getting a little bit of distortion here on the left earbud. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to drop these in the case and pull them back out, and we're going to try again. All right, we're back in. I went ahead and put them in the case, have them reconnect and everything. And now we're going to go ahead and try this one more time. Let's start from the beginning with E40 here. Right now we're in high fidelity mode, so let's get it. Again, not getting a lot of punch. Let's go ahead and switch to noise canceling. All right, now ANC is now turned on. The audio did get lower, but and again, in the same token, the bass, it gives you a nice little punch, but it's not as strong, not as powerful. So again, definitely something to work with if you go third party equalizer or something. But as of right now, right out of the box, it's not. It does. I can't call it okay. It does a subpar job, but again, there's potential there, something to work with a third party app. All right, let's go ahead and get into our final song. Before we do, all right, we're gonna do this one. We'll start off in noise canceling mode. All right. Okay, nice, clean, low sound, but nice, clean vocals. Let's go ahead and, or not vocals, but instruments. All right, we got the lead saxophone in. Sounds very crisp. The clarity is definitely not an issue with these. Like I said, it's probably some of the brightest, most cleanest, crispest sounding earbuds out. Let me go ahead and put these in hi-fi mode. All right, we're in transparency now. All right, now we're in high fidelity. Oh, yeah. Absolute. Now you got nice bright sound. Everything's crisp. However, you don't have any bass. They take it away in high fidelity in this song. Like the kick drum from the drum set is gone. But man, the clarity, the crispness of the saxophone, and you get the nice crispness from the drums. It just sounds really good. It just sounds really, really good. I mean, when it comes to crispness and clarity, probably some of the best I've heard. However, the bass, especially when you switch to hi-fi mode, the bass really goes down or goes away altogether. But when you have it in noise canceling, you did get a nice little thump, but it's not as powerful. But again, something that you can work with if you're going to use a third-party app with these guys. All right. All right, we're back in. Let's go ahead and talk about my likes and dislikes for the HIFIMAN Svanar. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. Wireless earbuds. First of all, let's go ahead and talk about my dislikes. First of all, the price. I think these guys are a little bit too expensive for what they offer and what they don't offer. Second, no app, no multi-point connection for this price point. I think those two things should have been included. I just feel like as though you're paying more for the mystique and the name than you are for functionality and stuff. And let's see. Anything else that I'm missing here? Yeah, I know I said no app and everything. Definitely no within that app a graphic equalizer. I would help these out tremendously as far as the low end for the low end. Now, when you get to that high fidelity or hi-fi mode, these guys sound crystal clear. They sound so good with the mids and highs, but you lose the low end. And granted, it's there, but it's real faint. It's real low. They have no emphasis on the low end of the low end side of things. I know these are really geared towards audiophile listeners, um, but for even for some of us, I consider myself a bass head, but I do like nice, clean, clear vocals and instruments when I'm listening. Um, and even with a set like this, I think if they had an equalizer, they would be even more impressive than they already are when it comes to overall sound. I think that would be the one thing that would diminish, that would definitely hold these guys back, um, in my opinion. Uh, but again, these guys they've always pushed that these are for audiophiles, and if you're an audiophile, at you're not looking at the low end hardly at all. You're looking at the crispness, and the clarity when it comes to the vocals and your instrumental backgrounds and things of that nature. At least that's my idea of it. The low end, the bass, and the kick drums, the things like that. That's more you don't more focus on that as far as their contribution to the sound of the overall sound of the song you're listening to. So, in which most songs really don't. If you're listening to like classical music, jazz music, things like that. Uh, R&B for the most part. You listening to songs like you're really not getting like the bass and stuff. Like if you're listening to like hip hop or anything like that, where you get that thump and that reverb and everything else. Uh, yeah, you wouldn't be getting that if you're listening to those things. So, I guess let me see. Anything else I dislike about these earbuds, other than the things I've already covered? Uh, No, I think I just about covered everything that I dislike about it. I really, really wish these guys had a app with a graphic equalizer. Again, I just think if you're an audiophile, I think this is right up your alley. Um, just the potential is just there because even it's just there. I'm not even going to go back into that, but the potential for these to have really good overall sound, bass, mids, highs, and a perfect combination of all three. The potential is there, but uh, they they did not hit the mark, or I think that's on purpose. But hopefully, they'll come around and provide a decent app with a graphic equalizer that you can really play with these. I will look on as far as a third party app. I will look on my own to see if I could find one for these, but uh, because I do see the potential in them. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about my likes. I like the case. I like just the oddity of it. It's a unique case. I love the fact that no matter how you sit it, you still got the diamond formation. It's very that's well thought out. I really like that. Call me weird. Uh, I like although they're chunky, I do like the way these guys fit. They ergonomically fit real well in the air, very comfortable for long-term use. Um, yeah, I could definitely wear it. I could definitely see having these in all day without having any ear fatigue at all. I love the clarity of the sound, the vocals, instruments. Absolutely love it. It's probably some of the best sounding when it comes to vocal clarity, instrumental clarity that I've listened to, and I've listened to a lot of earbuds. But I think this is like one of, if not the best sounding when it comes to that portion of it. Again, I already mentioned about the bass part, so we're not going to go on for that. Let me see. I think I like the fact wireless charging on deck. I like that right out the box. That's very important, especially at this price point. So they got one of three out of there. That's not good. That's only 33%. That's a failing grade when it comes to features. So let me see what else. Uh, the mics seem to be okay as far as calls and everything, so they can hear people. People can hear me no problem. I called the wife and tested that she could hear me no problem. Um, and I think that's okay there. ANC is not great. I'm not going to, sugarcoat it. It's not great. Um, so I, I guess that's basically it for me. I'm trying to find anything else that I like about these. So I think I've covered it all. So I just love this case, though. I love just the craziness of this case. I love the way it looks. All right, so yeah, so that covers my likes and dislikes for the HIFIMAN Svanar. If I'm gonna get this, I gotta get this right. Is it Svanar uh, earbuds? Let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right, so this has been an unboxing and review of the HIFIMAN Svanar wireless earbuds. Definitely geared for the audio files in all of us. If you're in that, if you're in that realm, if you're in that space, and you're looking for a set of wireless earbuds that's going to give you that clarity, that crispness of sound and instruments, definitely take a look at these guys. They're a little pricey. But definitely worth a look in my opinion. If you're a bass head, you're looking for something with some really good thump and bump. Although these guys do have potential, I would recommend looking at uh, other products such as like your Denon Pro Pros, your DVLA Geminis, your Master Dynamics MW9s, Bose, Sony, things of that nature. If you're looking for that good, really good, solid bass sound, these do have potential. And if you're willing to get these and go and also look at a third-party app, you can try it that way. See if you can bring that bass up out of these. I will definitely be trying that to see if I can of course, off camera, but definitely something to look at. All right. Again, these are really geared towards audio files. So we will, what I will do, I will definitely have these go through the gauntlet. They will run one, but I will pull out some of my the some of my earbuds that are more geared towards audio files and see how they compare against them. I may, as far as that goes, because I think that would be a fair competition, um, in my opinion, and we'll see how that works out. But again, thanks for coming out, guys. Make sure you like this. Go ahead and hit subscribe and notification. That way, you're notified when videos like this and others drop. Also, go ahead and share these videos with your friends, family. That way, we can get the community to grow. Working, and we just surpassed 4,000 subscribers. Late last month. Fantastic. I'm very honored and for the trust you guys are giving me when it comes to these videos and everything. I really appreciate it. My goal is to hopefully hit 10,000 by the end of the year. We're on a great pace right now. Let's keep it going. And I will see you guys on the next one. Svanar wireless earbuds by HIFIMAN. Definitely audiophile material. But we got a gauntlet to see if they hold up against some of my others. Stay tuned for that. Peace.